Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I'm Kishore and today we are going to solve a parity skyscraper Sudoku created by Kumaresan. This Sudoku was posted in the Life in Sudoku blog a few months back. In fact, the speciality of this Sudoku is that it is going to occur in the Logic Masters India monthly contest, which is going to start this Friday. I will add the link to the contest page in the description of the video. The instruction booklet has already been published for the contest and it has a very good collection of variants and it is definitely worth a try. I will also add the link for the online solving interface for this Sudoku so that if you guys want to try this Sudoku before watching the video, you may do the same. The rules of the Sudoku are, in addition to classic rules, the clues given outside the grid represent whether there is an odd or even number of visible buildings from the corresponding direction. A taller building hides shorter buildings behind it. Buildings are represented by numbers in the cells. So all the digits inside the grid are buildings and higher numbers will always hide lower numbers. So for example, a 9 will always hide a 8 and an 8 will always hide a 7. So all the digits are buildings and the clues given outside represent how many buildings that you can see from the corresponding direction. In a normal skyscraper Sudoku, the clues outside will all be numbers. However, here there is a twist to the tale. Here all the clues have been just changed by their corresponding parity. So if you have an even digit here, it can only be 2, 4, 6 or 8. So we don't know how many number of buildings we see from the corresponding direction. Rather, we know only whether we see an even number or an odd number of buildings from the corresponding direction. So for example, if you have E here, which means we can see 2, 4, 6 or 8 buildings only. And you have an odd digit here, so which means this can only be 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9. So we can see only an odd number of buildings from when viewed from that direction. So those are the rules. For trying out this Sudoku, there are some basic steps that you need to remember which can help you solve this Sudoku with much lesser effort. The first rule is that, the first basic strategy is that when you have an even clue given outside the grid, the 9 can never be in the first cell from that direction, right? It's easy to see because if you have a 9 as the first cell from this direction, let's say you take this even clue and you have a 9 as the first cell from this direction. So the clue outside will be 1, right? You are seeing only one building because 9 will hide the other buildings in the corresponding direction. So the parity of that clue will be odd then, but we have an even clue outside. So an even clue when given outside will never have 9 as the first digit from that direction. So that is the first basic tip. The next tip is just the opposite of that. When you have an odd clue given outside, 9 can never be the second digit, right? Let's take this O. Okay, O is means it's an odd number of skyscrapers seen from that direction. So now if you have a 9 in the second cell from that direction, you will definitely see this building, right? Because it will be lesser in height than 9. So you will see 2 number of buildings. So which means the parity of the outside clue will become even. So 9 can never be in the second cell from the corresponding direction or rather the viewing direction when you have an O clue outside, right? Or rather an odd clue outside. The next one is when you have an even clue outside, 8 can never be the second cell from that direction. This is the third tip, right? Let us now see why we can't have an 8 as the second cell from the corresponding direction when we have an even clue outside. So let us take this even clue. If you have an 8 here, what happens? The 9 must either be behind the 8 or in front of the 8 when you view from this direction, right? So let us see if 9 is in front of the 8. So we will see only one building because 9 will hide all the other buildings. So which means the outside clue will be 1 and the parity will be odd, right? But we have an even parity. So let us see what happens if 9 is behind the 8. So this building will be seen, right? Because it will be lesser in height than the 8. So you will see this building, whatever, it can be any digit. So you will see that building. You will see the 8 and you will see the 9. So you will see a total of 3 buildings. So regardless of whether 9 is behind the 8 or in front of the 8, you see only an odd number of buildings when 8 is in the second cell from that direction. So when you have an even clue, 8 can never be in the second cell. So having said all these tricks, I hope this Sudoku is somewhat easily solvable. We will start solving the Sudoku now. In a skyscraper Sudoku, the general strategy is to look for buildings, or rather where you can place the buildings of higher height. So for example, we have 9 here, right? So we have to see where we can place the 9s in rest of the boxes. So 9 is in column 3 and column 2. So 9 must be in one of these 3 cells, right? Now a 9 cannot be here, right? We saw the second tip. If you have a 9 here, then the outside clue becomes even, right? So 9 cannot be here. So 9 would be here or here. And 9 cannot be in these 3 cells. So 9 must be in these 3 cells in box 2. But 9 cannot be here because we have an even clue outside. So 9 must be here or here, right? Using standard classic rules, you have a 1 here, right? Row 4 and row 5. So 1 must be in one of these 2 cells. And similarly, we have 4 in row 4 and row 5. So 4 must be in one of these 2 cells. All simple deductions. Okay. If you take a step back and look at these clues on the left side of the grid and the right side of the grid, there is something striking if you see. On the right side of the grid, we have 7 clues which are even and 2 clues odd. And on the left side of the grid, we have 7 clues which are odd and 2 clues which are even. So there is something going on here. So we know that when the outside clue is odd, we can never have 8 as the first digit, right? If you have 8 as the first digit, as I just explained, you will see 2 buildings. So which means that 8 can never be in these cells, right? Because then you will see 2 buildings. I will highlight using red. So 8 can never be in these cells because the outside clue is odd and you will see 2 buildings. So 8 can be eliminated from these cells. Now 8 has only 2 cells in column 1, either row 4 column 1 or row 6 column 1. But row 6 column 1 is not possible. So we can place the 8 there in row 4 column 1. And similarly, if you see the right side clues, all the clues are even except 2 odd clues. So which means that 9 cannot be in these cells because outside clue is even. 9 can never be in these cells, right? Sorry. 9 has only 2 possibilities now. Because if you have 9 in any of these even cells, then you will see only an odd number of building, which is 1. So which means 9 is either going to be in row 6 column 9 or row 8 column 9. Only those are odd clues. But row 6 column 9 is eliminated, so 9 has to go here. Beautiful. So we have a good start to the Sudoku. Now we will make use of the 9s further. 9 cannot be in row 6. 9 cannot be in column 9. So 9 must be in one of these 3 cells in box 6. Right? As of now, all 3 cells are possible. Okay, but is it row 5 column 7 possible? If you have 9 in row 5 column 7, then you will see the 1, and whatever building is in here, you will be seeing that because it will be taller than 1, and 9 you will see. So which gives 3 number of buildings from that direction. So 9 can be eliminated from row 5 column 7. So these are the only options left for the 9 in box 6. And similarly, if you see box 3, 9 cannot be in row 3, 9 cannot be in column 9. So 9 has to be in one of these 4 cells, right? But 9 is not possible here because outside clue is even. So 9 must be in one of these 3 cells, and all 3 cells are possible. You can have the 9 here, you can have the 9 here, and you can also have the 9 here. So not much is going on with the 9s for now because we have placed almost 9s wherever important we have placed. Let us look at these 8s, row 4 column 1 and row 6 column 4, which means we will get the 8 in one of these 2 cells, right? But can you have the 8 in row 5 column 8? No, right? Because if you have the 8 there, then you will see 1, 2 and the 9 building which is 9. So you will see only 3 buildings in that direction. So 8 cannot be here. So which gives you an 8 here, and 9 must be in one of these 2 cells, right? So we got an 8 now. Okay, we have an 8 in row 7, we have 8 in column 4. So 8 must be in one of these 2 cells in box 8. And 8 is in column 1 and column 3. So 8 must be in one of these 3 cells in box 1. All 3 cells are possible. Okay, we have a 3 in column 4 and a 3 in row 3, right? So which locks the 3 into one of these 2 cells. That is good now because we got a 3-9 pair, right? 3 and 9 are locked into these 2 cells. And focusing on box 2, column 4 cannot have 1 and 8. So 1 and 8 will go into these 2 cells, and these 2 cells must be 2 and 6 now. Beautiful. So remaining digits in that column are 5, 7 and 9. We can pencil mark them. So we have an odd clue here. So which means we need to see an odd number of buildings. Can we have a 9 here? We are focusing on the idea of restricting the position where 9 can go. If you have a 9 here, right, you can't have a 9 there. If you have a 9 here, then you will have either 5 or 7, which is greater than the 3 and which gives you 2 buildings when you see from that direction. So you can't have a 9 there. So this must be a 5 or a 7 and this must be 5, 7 or 9. That's good. Okay, we have another beautiful deduction here. I told you at the start that when you have an even clue outside the grid, you can never have 8 in the second cell from that direction, because then you will see an odd number of building regardless of whether the 9 is behind the 8 or in front of the 8 in the viewing direction. So which means that you can't have 8 in this cell, 8 in this cell, because all those are even clues. So 8 cannot be in these cells. 8 cannot be here due to classic rule. 8 cannot be here and 8 cannot be here. So that leaves us only one cell to place the 8 in column 8. What a step. What a beautiful step. So you will get the 8 here. So if you know the basics, you can rock in the Sudoku. So 8 eliminates the 8 from this cell. We get an 8 here now. So because of this 8, we get an 8 here and a 1 here. And this eliminates the 8 from here. So 8 will go into one of these two cells. And in box 3, 8 must go into one of these two cells, right? Because of these two 8s and this 8, 8 must go into one of these two cells. And you can't have an 8 here, right? Because if you have an 8 here, the odd clue, outside odd clue will be violated. You will see 2 buildings from that viewing direction and that will be a violation, which is because 2 is even. So you will get the 8 here and that forces the 8 here, right? Any more 8s? We have placed almost all the 8s, right? Yeah, we have placed every 8. Now let us focus on 9s. Are there any more information that we can get from 9s? No, right? Because we have pencil marked all position of 9s. Maybe we can write the remaining digits along column 6, because we have filled in 6 digits. 1, 4, 5, 6, 2 and 8. Remaining digits are 3, 7, 9. 3 is here, so this will be a 7 and a 9. And this will be a 3, 7, 9. So this is good for us because we have got a 5, 7, 9 triplet locked into box 8, right? So a 5 will go into one of these two cells, because 5, 7, 9 would be here and 5 is not here. So which means we can eliminate the 5 from that cell. So this will be a 7 or a 9. And these two cells must be 1, 4 in some order, because 2, 3, 6, 8 have been placed already. Okay, focusing on column 5, we have placed 1, 4, 6, 7 and 8. Remaining digits are 2, 3, 5 and 9, but 5 and 9 are not possible in row 6, right? So this will be 2, 3 and 3 is not possible here. So this will be 2, 5 or 9. So here we'll get 4 possibilities, so we'll leave that for now. So focusing on row 6 now, if you look at box 6, these two cells cannot be 4, 5, 8 or 9, because 4, 5, 8 and 9 are already givens, and 1 and 3 are also not possible. So these two cells can only be 2, 6 or 7, right? But 6 is in this cell, so this cannot be a 6, so this will be a 2 or a 7, and this will be a 2, 6 and 7. Again, not much information for now. So let us see if we can place the 7s now, because we first started the Sudoku by trying to place the 9s, then we got the 8s, then we will see if we can place the position of 7s. So 7 cannot be in these two cells in box 1 and 7 cannot be in these two cells due to classic. So 7 must be in one of these 3 cells, right? Can you have a 7 in row 3 column 1? No, right? Because you will see only the 7 and the 9, because the 8 is hidden behind the 9. So if you have a 7 here, this building will be hidden and you will see only 2 buildings. So 7 can be eliminated from row 3 column 1. And 7 can also be eliminated from row 2 column 1. Can you guys see how? Because if you have a 7 here, the 8 is hidden behind the 9. Obviously, because 8 is the last cell in that direction, so 9 will hide the 8. So if you have a 7 here, the 7 becomes the second highest building in that row. So which means you will see the 7 and the 9 only. So you can't have a 7 here because outside clue is odd. Lovely Sudoku, guys. Really, each deduction is very fun to decipher. So that gives us the 7 here, and which means 7 must be in one of these 3 cells, right? Let us pencil mark them. And for now, 7 can go. Okay, 7 cannot go into this cell, right? If you have a 7 here, then we are forcing our 9 here and 8 is hidden behind the 9. So we will see a 2 buildings from this direction, which means the parity has to be even. So 7 can be eliminated from row 9 column 1. So 7 must be in one of these 2 cells. That's good. So 7 along row 8, if you see, can't be in these 2 cells, can't be anywhere here and cannot be here. So can it be here? No. So can you guys see why 7 cannot be here? It's slightly difficult to see. If you have a 7 here, why I am doing this stuff is that because 7 is very restricted along row 8, so it makes sense to place the 7 along row 8. If you have a 7 here, then you look at this clue, you will see this building, right? Because 6, 8 and 9 are here, so you will have a building which is lower than the 7 here. Let us say it is something X, doesn't matter. So you will see that building, you will see the 7 and you don't have the 9 here, so this will be hidden, right? So if this is 7, this automatically becomes a 2, so this will naturally be hidden and 9 will be behind the 8. So you will see 1, 2, 3 and 4 buildings, 6 will be hidden. So the outside clue becomes even if you have 7 here. So 7 can be eliminated from here and there is only one cell left for the 7 in row 8. What a narrow deduction. So along row 8, remaining digits are 1, 4, 5 and 6. As 6 is here, so this possibility will be 1, 4 and 5 and 6 must go into one of these 2 cells. Can a 6 be here? Yes, you can have something lower than 6 here and satisfy this clue. So you can have the 6 here. This seems to be a very tough Sudoku, guys. Some of the deductions are very sharp. So can we progress by seeing any of the 7s? Okay, again a sharp deduction, very sharp deduction. So what happens if you have a 2 in row 6 column 5? So when you have a 2 here, you get a 7 here, right? And immediately you get a 6 here. If this is a 2, this is a 7 and this is a 6. Now what happens to this clue? You see a 6, you see a 7, you see an 8 and you see a 9. That gives you 4 buildings. So which means you are violating the clue, which means you can't have a 2 here. What a razor sharp deduction. It's very difficult to see such deductions in contest. So if there is a 2 here, then the outside parity becomes even because 2, 7 and 6 and you will see 4 buildings. So this will be a 3, right? And that immediately gives a 9 here and a 3 here using classic rule. And this becomes a 7, 9 now because 3 is eliminated. Now we get a 7, 9 pair. So remaining digits are 2, 5 in box 5. We can place them. So 7 is restricted to one of these 2 cells and 7 is here. So 7 must go into one of these 2 cells in box 6. Can you have a 7 here? Yes, because this can be a 2 and then you will see 2, 5, 7, 8 and 9. So we can have the 7 there. But can we have the 6 there? 6 is not possible, guys. So if you have a 6 here, if you have a 6 in row 6 column 9, I'll just erase and so. And 7 has to be in one of these 2 cells because 7 is here and 7 is here. So this will be a 7. And now you see 4 buildings again. 6, 7, 8 and 9. So which means you can't have a 6 here. So this will be, this was 2, 6 and 7, right? So we can eliminate the 6. This will be 2, 7. And this was 2 or 7, right? Because 3, 4, 5, 8, 9 and 1 and 6. So this was 2 and 7. So 7 must go into one of these 2 cells. Now we have a 2, 7 pair. So 1 and 6 must go into these 2 cells. Beautiful Sudoku. Very tough one. I can feel that it's very tough. So in box 4, 1, 6, 9, 4, 7, 8 have been placed. Remaining digits are 2, 3, 5. This is a 3. So you will have a 2 or a 5 here. 2, 3, 5 and 2, 3, 5 here. Right? And you have 2, 5 pair now. So these 2 cells will be 4, 9 in some order. You have a 9 here. So 9 has to go here, right? And this will be a 4 now. Using classic rules along row 4. And now this cell must be a 6, only possibility left, and you see even number of buildings, right? 1, 6, 8 and 9. So this clue is satisfied. So what we'll do, since this Sudoku seems to be tougher, we'll highlight clues which are not giving us any more information. For example, this clue we have already utilized. So this is not giving us any information, and this is also done, right? 4 and 9, two buildings we are seeing, so this is also done. And this clue is also done, because regardless of whatever digit comes here, this is not going to give us any information. And this is done, 7, 8 and 9, so this is done. This is also done. And this is also done, right? Because regardless of whether 9 goes in front or behind, this is not giving us any information. And any more clues? And this is done, right? Because 8 and 9 we'll see, and two buildings are already seen. Can we use this clue now? 3, 5, 6 and we are yet to utilize this clue, right? If you have a 9 in row 5, column 6, you will see 3, 5, 6 and 9, right? You can't see any other building, so we will get a 4 clue as outside, which is even. So that gives a contradiction, so which means this will be a 7, this will be a 9, and that gives a 9 here, and these two cells will be 5 and 7, right? Now we are seeing 3, 5, 6, 7 and 9. We see 5 buildings and this clue is satisfied. So we can highlight it. This is not useful anymore. So why we are doing is that we don't need to invest our time again on the same clue, looking at the same clue. So let us look at this odd clue. If you have a 7 here, you see 3 buildings, right? 7, 8 and 9, perfectly fine. But if you have a 7 here, then you will see 5, 7, 8 and 9. You will see 4 buildings then, because 3 is hidden by the 5. So you can't have the 5 here. So this will be a 7. Absolutely beautiful Sudoku, guys. Definitely a hard one. Very, very good deductions. So we are satisfying this clue now. So 7 is going to be here. And because of the 7 here and 7 here, so we will get the 7 using classic rule to one of these two cells. And that immediately shows us that 7 cannot be here, right? Because 8 is hidden behind the 9 in the row 7 direction. So you have an even clue here. If you put a 7 here, regardless of whatever digit comes here, you will see that digit. You will see the 7 and you will see the 9. That gives you 3 buildings. So you can eliminate the 7 from here. That gives you a 7 here, and which gives a 7 here and a 2 here. That's great. So you have a 3 here. 3 can't be in these two cells now. So that gives a 3 here. And using classic rules, these two cells must be 5, 6 now, because 3, 7, 9, 1, 2, 4 and 8 have been marked. So these two cells have been 5 and 6. Right? So this clue is also utilized. We'll just highlight it now. It's not useful anymore. The Sudoku is still hanging on. Okay, we have marked, pencil mark 9 to one of these 3 cells, right? But a 9 is in row 2 column 5, which eliminates the 9 from these two cells and gives us a 9 now. And all the 9s have been placed, I think, except the 9 in this box. We get a 9 here, right? 9 is not in this cell, so 9 would be here. So we have placed all the 9s, and we have got a few more used clues. So, and so we have, excuse me guys, okay, so we have placed the 7s, we have placed the 9s, we have placed the 8s. What are we yet to see in this Sudoku? So a 6 can go in both of these cells, no information for now, and also a 6 can go in both of these cells. So this clue is also utilized, not much information, so we can mark that as used. So this clue is also done, because we are saying 2, 5, 7, 8 and 9. So only a few clues are left that we are yet to decipher. This is used because 8 and 9 we have already gathered the information. Okay, alright, we could have placed the 7 here, right? I thought we have placed all the 7s, but there is one 7 left. So now we have placed all the 7s, all the 8s and all the 9s. So if you look along row 3, since we placed the 7 just now, the remaining digits are 2, 4, 5 and 6, right? But 4 can't be here, and there is no 4 pencil mark here, so 4 has to go in row 3 column 2, and this digit will be 2, 5 or 6, right? But we have an outside clue which is odd. So if you have something greater than 4 here, then you will see only that building and 9, which gives you 2. So which means that this cell must be lesser than 4. So this must be a 2 now to satisfy this odd clue. Now we are seeing 3 buildings, which is odd. So this clue is also used now. Because of this 2, we get a 2 here using classic rule and a 6 here, and that gives a 6 here and a 5 here. Beautiful. We are neatly unraveling the Sudoku now. So 3, 5, 7, 6, 8, 9 have been placed. Remaining digits are 1, 2 and 4 in box 3. This can't be a 2, so this will be 1 or a 4. This will be 1, 2, 4 and this will be 1, 2 and 4, right? So can you have a 4 in this cell? If you have a 4 here, you immediately force a 1 here, then you are seeing 1, 4 and 9, which is 3 buildings, because 3 would be hidden behind the 4. If you have a 4 here, you will get a 1 here, and can you satisfy this even clue outside? You are seeing only 3 buildings. So you can't have a 4 there. So this will be a 1 or a 2, and this will be a 1 or a 4, right? So you can either have a 1 there. Sorry, yeah, that's right. So can you have a 1 in this cell? You can have, right, because that will give you a 4 here and you are seeing 2 buildings, which is perfectly fine. But can we have a 1 in this cell? 1, 2, 3 and 9, still possible. There is no contradiction. So let us move on. So if you look along row 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 6 and 9 are placed already. Remaining digits are 1, 4, 5. We can pencil mark the candidates. So we are seeing this building and this building. So this clue is not of much use for us. We will highlight that. So we have very few clues left now. Along column 8, we have placed 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Remaining digits are 1, 2 and 4. We can pencil mark that. This clue is also used because 9 is placed. The moment you place a 9 on the first cell, that clue is used, right? We can't get any more information. All the digits in row 3 placed, so this is also used. And this is also done. 6 and 9 have been placed. This is done. This is also done. Full column is placed. Right, this is yet to be used. This is yet to be used. A few clues left. But still not clear which clue to look at, right? We have to keep on scanning. Let's look at row 2 because we have very few digits along that direction. So row 2, if you see the 6 can't be in these two cells. So 6 must go either here, must go either in this cell or this cell. Can you have the 6 in row 2, column 1? You can. But you can't have the 6 in row 2, column 2, right? Because if you have the 6 here, then you will have a 1, 2 or 4 here, all of which are less than 6. So you will see that building, you will see this building, you will see this building and you see this building. So you will see a total of 4 buildings which is violating the odd clue outside. So 6 has to go in this cell, and that is good for us because that gives a 1 here and a 6 here, and that is pushing the 6 to this cell. We get a 6 here. Beautiful. So along column row 8 we get 1, 4 or 5 remaining digits, and along column 1 remaining digits are 3 and 5, right? This digit cannot be a 3 because 3 is here, so this will be 5. So this will be a 5 and this will be a 3, which completes the column. And now remaining digits are 1 and 3. 3 can't be here, so this will be a 3 and this will be a 1, and that gives a 4 here, and these two cells must be 1 and 2, and we can eliminate the 4 from here. So this will be 1 or a 5. What a Sudoku, guys. Really, even at the end part of the Sudoku, it is still clinging on. Usually at the end the Sudoku goes faster by using classic rules, but this Sudoku is still hard to solve. What a Sudoku. So because of this 3, we can eliminate the 3 from here. We have a 2, 5 here, and this is going to give us a 3 here. There is only one cell left, and this is not a 1 because 1 is here, so this is a 4 or a 5. A very beautiful construction. The author has made sure that the Sudoku never becomes easy at any point, I think. Along column 2, 6, 7, 9, 3, 4, 8 have been placed. Remaining digits are 1, 2 and 5. So we'll pencil mark them. But you can't have the 5 here, right? Because this odd clue is active. And if you have a 5 here, then 5 can be eliminated using classic rule itself. So you can eliminate the 5 from there because 5 is forced out of here. So this is very surprising, guys. Sudoku is still hard. Okay, look at this odd clue. It's not yet used. If you have a 2 here, then you will see only 2 buildings, right? 4 and 9. But we need to see an odd number of buildings. So which means this has to be a 5. And this will be a 2 and this will be a 2 and this will be a 5. And that eliminates the 5 from here. So we get a 1, 2 pair. So this cell must be a 4 or a 5. And to satisfy this even clue, we need to have a 5 here, right? No, we need to have a 4, because if you have a 5 here, the 4 will be hidden and you will see 8 and the 9, so that gives you only 3 buildings, so which means this will be a 4 and this will be a 5. So these clues are now satisfied, and because of this 4 we can eliminate the 4 from here. This will be 1 and 2. Now we have 1 2 pair in row 9, so this will be a 5, the only possible digit left. Hopefully this finishes the Sudoku now. Because of this 5 we get a 1 here, a 2 here, a 1 here, a 2 here. Right, now it's finishable using classic. So this gives a 4 here, only digit left, and that will be a 4 and this will be a 1, and because of this 2 you get a 2 here and a 1 here. Now if you see, all the clues will be satisfied. If you see this even 5 6 8 and 9, we are satisfying this clue as well, and this even clue is also satisfied, 4 and 9, and this odd is also satisfied, 5 6 7 8 9. We are seeing 5 buildings. This is also satisfied, 3 8 and 9, and this is also satisfied. Right, so what a beautiful Sudoku. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve this thoroughly interesting variant, which is also going to be present in the Logic Masters India contest. Hopefully you guys will ace this Sudoku in the contest. If you like the channel, please consider subscribing to the same. We hope to make videos on a regular basis. Hope to see you all soon.